It's a Tuesday, and hope you're good. Hope your week has kicked off in the right direction. But again, just to check you with the latest as it relates to the Bbnaija season 10. Dede has had her final session, final Big Brother Naija session, and it's so emotional, absolutely emotional. I mean, there's nothing to this extent I've seen. If there isn't an Imisi and what she represents and who she is and what she brought to the show, I think Dede should have been a better winner for this particular season. I just hope she's going to be the runner-up for ladies, because she's absolutely phenomenal. She's absolutely phenomenal. She's genuine with her heart, with her thinking, with practically everything. And the line she put out that got me even thinking is, she knows she wants to win badly. Yeah, she needs the money, she needs that fame extra. But even if she doesn't win, it's also winning regardless. This is absolutely phenomenal, and I love it for her. Let's just play back and listen to her just a little bit.
There was a time you needed, there was a time you got every single one of the things that you asked for. But we keep asking regardless. And we're grateful.
We're grateful
for the moment. And most times, not even the times that, not the previous times. My point is, sometimes I take some time to self-reflect on my journey.
Reflect on my journey. Personal journey. Life journey.
And I realized I'm amazed.
I'm amazed.
So when I say I was grateful, it is not just because I am here. It is not just because I made it as a finalist. You know what? I want to win so bad. But if I don't, I still won regardless.
She wants to win so bad, but if she doesn't, she won regardless.
It has never been.
This is crazy. I so love it for her. Really, really love it for her.
Love the raw feel of their
what can you say for somebody like that? For those who watched her session with her mom that came just 2 days ago, you could see the outpouring of emotion. Everybody had words to say between them, but the only group of persons that met and they didn't have words to say was just tears, and that spoke even much more words than those who spoke. It was just amazing. I mean, she's just showing the feminine side of her, showing the best of her. The best way you can actually pour an emotion out is basically just telling yourself that, look, whatever it is, you're grateful. And she has kept repeating this, and she's not the most beautiful, she's not the most brilliant, she's not the most exciting, she's not the best. I mean, why would they have picked her? Like, what's the thing about her that got them people who picked her in the first place? So it's complicated, not necessarily that complicated, but for her, you could tell that, look, it's a win-win for her. It's a win-win situation. She's grateful, she's extremely grateful for the platform. And trust me, her life will never remain the same. I just want to say, look, like I mentioned, if it were not that Animisi who brought her A game, being funny, and relieving herself and expressing herself the much as she could. When she's angry, she shows that she's angry, and she uses those Nigerian street language. Those things, absolutely, if not for her personality, Dede would have been a perfect fit to lift the coveted 150 million. But as it stands right now, it's too late, frankly speaking. And I always let you know, Big Brother Naija the final week doesn't, determines just so little. It's, in fact, it doesn't determine. It's the littlest of the determinations for the winner. The winner is a combination of all the vote. It's not just this final week. They don't go and down cancel all your votes that you have been having when you were up. No, they add it. It's part of the game. Just in case you don't know, I'm telling you how it works. They don't just calculate the last week votes and then now say, oh, you have won. No. All the times you have been up for eviction, but there's nobody who has not been up for eviction. All those times you've been up for eviction, those votes that you acquired, they are adding everything and then they are putting it down and say, look, this is the final result. Yeah, so this final week, it may not necessarily be very significant, because if your people have not been voting for you since you were up and are waiting for the final week, it makes no sense. That's the mindset of the whole game. If your people who you have told you're going for a show and to put you up, it's not. Not necessarily the how it's calculated. So, it's congratulations to her. I see her coming best. Like after Imisi, she's the next person, next lady. She speaks from her heart. She speaks from her mind. She has endeared herself in the hearts and the minds of a lot of people. And unlike someone like an Isabella is so concerned about the next guy. If there was no eviction, if Koyin was evicted this last Sunday, she would have easily moved to Jason Jai. They just moved to her bed. That's good. That's the same thing that happened now. The week that Koyin left, Kumi left, he just moved over to Morgan. And Morgan was now, getting confused. Morgan was now getting, Mide was not angry where Morgan was, because Mide had already served the cookie to Morgan. And Morgan was angry. And Mide was angry that Isabella, who had Keikumi the previous week, is now coming to him, and so some questions were asked. Mide asked Morgan some questions about whether what are they doing? That there was some time that Morgan was distracted from her a little bit. So they started saying things like, it's a house and people can relate with anybody. It doesn't mean that they are in love with the people that they have met. So you keep seeing this thing go back and forth, but Isabella, frankly speaking, where Isabella is, she doesn't care about the votes. She doesn't care about anything. All she wants is to be sure that her son is fine, and that there is booze, there's cigarettes to smoke, there's booze to drink. What's the next party happening? That's for me what I see, frankly speaking. She's not somebody who's focused on her game, and whatever game plan she had, you could tell that it's shattered from the first week. She tangled with Keikumi, that practically ruined her game plan. But see where we are now with her. I don't know if you've seen that video last night where she and Koyin were doing stuff under the sheet. You could tell that this one person is on top of the other. You could tell. But I'm going to play back that video. Maybe the next video after this, I'm going to play it back so that you watch. Koyin was, or Isabella was on top of Koyin last night. And that's the reason why Koyin would come and go and serve her breakfast in bed today. So that's the truth. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'll be back shortly after this.